Welcome back to Learn BC. You're here with Jared, and we are focused on Finance 101. We've been going through chart of accounts. We're up to SOP-8, and we're talking about a complicated subject. I'm going to try and summarize it as much as I can and point you to other videos that I've already done on this subject. It's actually, I'm going to put the playlist at the end of the video on the top corner just so you can see it. Which is your posting groups, and we've got a video that runs through every single type of posting group to help you get through that. But before we go too far, let's remember that the way that we do this, we go through context and rules. So I've got a few slides in context today. I'm going to talk through the preconditions and principles, the procedure step by step, how to actually do it. I'm not going to go through 10 different posting types and setups right now. What we're going to do is just show you the principles of it so you understand and you get the fundamentals, and then you can go and watch those other videos if you want to understand those posting setups. So the visual cue is the practical. We've got the exceptions, what happens if things go wrong, and the post conditions. Before we get into it, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Help us build the channel. Email us at how@learnbc.today with any questions, anything we can help you with. Would love to help you out and help you in your business, get you working with Business Central. Well, that's enough as an intro. Let's get started. All right, posting groups configuration. There's a lot of posting groups. I think one of the things that we covered off in the introduction here, I showed this slide and we talked about the general business posting groups. All right, so setups themselves are a combination of a who, which is a customer or vendor, then the what, which is the item or the resource, or and so it's what's on the line versus who the document is to, equals a general posting setup. So it's called the general business posting group. Then you've got a general product posting group. General posting setup equals the GL account posted. So taking this into Business Central very quickly, I'm going to show you that. So we have the general business posting group. And if I look at that, I can see my customer or vendor type. So it's broken down domestic, European, export, intercompany, ICP. Okay, so that's the general business. Your general product posting group gives us what's the type of item or resource or service or whatever. So what is the type? So it's manufacturing, capacities, miscellaneous, non-GST, raw materials, retail services. The non-GST doesn't really make sense. I'd get rid of that out of this example just here. So you've got here the type, and then they both combine together for the gen post setup. So the general posting setup is a combination of the who and the what equals, and if you extend this, there's quite a lot. What are all our GL codes for sales? So sales, credit note adjustment, credit note account, sales line discounts, sales invoice discount, payment discount, payment discount credit, sales payment, and so on. I'm gonna have to read through them just to get the summary. The sales prepayment, and then it stops. It repeats now for the purchasing accounts all the way over to purchase prepayments. Then it covers your COGS accounts all the way over to customer subscription settings, etc. And so this is just for that customer and that item. That's the flow of where it could end up depending on where that transaction is in its journey. So it's quite a comprehensive, quite a comprehensive drawing there. And so when we go back into our slide, this is what we mean by saying the setup is a combination of who and what equals the setup, then it goes to the particular GL code that's the setting for that. Now you've also got posting setups for the general posting, the customer posting group, the vendor posting group, the inventory posting group. There's a few more. we have, let's just go straight to here, bank account posting group, fixed asset posting groups, jobs, manufacturing, service, employees, and so on. And so there's a lot of posting setups within Business Central. The best way I've described this previously is using this picture. Okay, you have posting groups and documents. So you have a document, and a document is made up of the header up the top here. Let's see if I can draw. I'm going to use a pen. Here we go. So this is what we refer to as the header, and down here is what happens on the line. So the line versus the header, and effectively when it comes together on the document, it combines, and then from there stages the journals ready for the posting based on their setups. And so you've got the general business posting group is the posting setup is the combination of general business, customer or vendor. Okay, then the general product combined equals the setup, and that turns around and posts to relative, like the general ledger accounts specific to the setup. Your inventory is about your location on the document, and the item equals the inventory posting setup. The tax or GST or VAT, depending on what you want to call it, is a combination of the customer or vendor, what's on the line, equals the setup, and then handles the tax. And so as you can see, you've got your what we refer to as a complex postings, which is the three combinations, which happens based off the header and the line. Then you've got simple postings, and just using these ones here, a customer is just, if you say it's domestic, it goes straight to a GL. If you say a vendor is domestic or foreign, it goes straight to a GL. Bank goes straight to GL. And then fixed asset is a bit more complicated, depending on the asset and the location, gives you a bit more complicated capability. So what is the context here? Let me just get rid of my pen. Pointer options. All right, so the trigger here is a new posting group is required to map a new type of transaction, customer segment, vendor segment, or product category to the correct GL accounts. Preconditions here is the GL account posting group will map the GL accounts posting group will map to have been created and are active. That sentence doesn't make sense. Basically, it's saying the GL accounts are active, of which we're mapping to, and they're active. The finance manager has approved the mapping. The minimum number of posting groups required has been confirmed. The key principle is minimize what you're doing. Less is more. Test before you go live. Use the sandbox. So configure, stage, copy production into a sandbox and test it thoroughly and block obsolete setups. The critical warning here is every new posting group combination must be tested in a sandbox with real transaction types before being used in production. Incorrect setup can cause widespread mispostings or even widespread posting stop blockages. And then if you've got hundreds of transactions or thousands per day, it effectively can shut your sales pipeline, your ability to deliver products and services down. So you test this stuff. This is fundamental core foundations of Business Central. So what do? We identify what we're doing, the type of posting group. We create the record. We configure the general posting setup if the setup is relevant, okay? Because this is, remember, who and what, right? If it's relevant, if you're dealing with a bank, a customer, or a vendor, they're simple. Assign to master record. So assigning the new posting group relevant to master data, which is your customer vendor items and bank accounts. You configure, and then relevant GL accounts where you want to capture specific settings for that. Test it in your sandbox, copy your production to a sandbox, document and promote to production. So effectively, when you've got your setup right, you check it and you move forwards. Now, what can go wrong? Now, transaction post to the wrong GL account. Identify the posting group combination used. Correct the GL account in the general posting setup. Post a reversal and correction entry. And then, excuse me, posting group combination missing. Navigate to general posting setup and create the missing combination. So we'll show you that. The new posting group exists within unique code. So post conditions, it exists. All required GL account assignments are configured. The posting group assignment relevant to master records. The test transaction works and set up, documented and recorded, and it's all working. So let's take a look back in Business Central and go for a bit of a walk through this. So I have a situation where I have a customer, which is Additum. We've been using this already. And we have them as a domestic, okay? And we can see they're domestic for GST, General Business Posting Group. If you're overseas, it'll be VAT, Business Posting Group, and then the customer group is domestic. Now, let's, in a separate window, we're gonna go over to our chart of accounts, and I'm gonna look at my income statement. And we've got a new type of income. Okay, so this is, I'm going to use 4111. We're going to create a new GL code of 4111. And this is widget sales. Pretty impressive. Okay, it is an income. And the type of income at this stage is a product and sales. And we are good to go. And that's enough for us for now. So we've got ourselves widget sales, and I'm going to 4111, and I'm going to indent the chart of accounts there. Yep. All right. So what I want to do is I want to create a general product posting group, and we're going to call this widgets. And when we use this, our general setup is to line up with GST, which is fine. So we've got ourselves our widget, we've got ourselves a general product. Now we're going to go to the general posting setup, and we've already got our domestic. I'm going to insert a line here. Just do it down the bottom. So I'm going to have domestic. I've got a widget. And so what's the GL code for my widget? It's a sales account, widget sales. All right. Now I can, I'm going to use the same for my credits, but I'm going to change the rest of my codes. I'm just going to copy for my purchasing accounts, for this example, and for my COGS account. So I keep them all the same. But what it means here is that we're going to take up income on the widget account here when we sell this particular asset. So I'm going to sell something that's a retail product, and I'm going to sell a widget. If I filter to this value, effectively what we're talking about here is we're going to sell retail to 4110, and then we're going to sell widgets to 4111. And so back in our items, we have an Athens desk here, and the Athens desk is considered retail. Nice and simple, not a problem. I'm going to create a new item here. I'm going to call it an Athens widget. I'm going to go 1896-SW. Yep, let's rename that. Athens widget. All right. Scrolling down on the item, I've got to set this as where we're taking up and how we're managing the general product posting group. It's going to be widgets. We're keeping everything else the same. It's still a resale item, okay? And so it gives us that capacity. Right now, as an item, we're going to buy this for $1,000, and we sell it for $2,000. There we go. We've got ourselves an item. It's the bare bones of what we need to make this example work. We've gone and set up our posting group, and what we're now going to do is go do a sale order, new sales order for Additum. We're going to go Athens desk and an Athens widget, just like that. 5 and 5. All right, so in this example, we've got here 5 and 5. I've ordered 5 widgets, 5 of each. I've ordered 20, but I'm selling 5 and 5 to this customer. I can actually go and preview the posting, and what you're going to see here on the general ledger entry here, it's going to take up the income on 4111 for that particular new item that we've gone and created as a widget. If I was to post this sale, ship and invoice it, what's going to happen? If we go over to our chart of accounts, on the chart of accounts, we're now going to see widget sales of $10,000. So I've created a new income account, and in the posting setup, we've created a new product posting setup called widget, and I've been able to set that up in the general posting setup to enable us to sell this to a domestic customer. Now, there are other type of postings. For example, just very quickly, customer posting groups. And so here it's very flat. It's all just about the customer type. And then you get a set of GL codes that you get to set depending on what we're configuring. You've got the same for vendor. Vendor posting groups, very similar to the customer. You've got banking posting group. Very, very simple, this one. It's just a single GL based on the bank account. You have inventory posting setup, and this one's a little bit more complicated, which is combination of the location and the product type. And you have the GST posting setup, which is the combination of the customer who and the GST type that's on the particular item or resource. Now there is a on our YouTube channel, if you actually scroll down through the videos, learn about Business Central, you're gonna see this series here called Business Central Posting Groups Explained. I've now put a link on the video just here, and you can click into that and go through many different videos for all the different types of posting setups that there are in Business Central.